Dot Solutions. Add-on Desire.
Hello viewers, welcome to Adot Solutions Daily Current Affairs. I am Lokesh Pengonda. This session is mainly designed for aspirants preparing for banking, groups and such other competitive examinations. We cover news articles from both the Hindu and the Indian Express. Make use of this session. First we have an article dealing with the country Brazil. So where is this Brazil country? Brazil is a South American country. In the image you can see the South American continent and you can see where Brazil is. The capital of Brazil is Brasilia. Many people think that Rio de Janeiro is the capital of Brazil, but it's wrong. Rio de Janeiro is an important city of the country of Brazil. And as we're talking about Brazil, we should know about an organization called as BRICS. In the BRICS organization, both India along with Brazil are members of this organization. So what is this? BRICS is an intergovernmental organization and it has 5 leading emerging countries in the world. B stands for Brazil, R stands for Russia, I stands for India, C stands for China, S stands for South Africa. So we have these 5 countries being members of this intergovernmental organization, and the group was first set up as BRIC, and the first ever BRIC summit was held in the year 2009 at Russia. So only the 4 countries have started this organization on 2009, and later in the 2010 the South Africa has also joined this. As South Africa joined it, the BRIC grouping became BRICS. So South Africa joined in 2010, and the 12th BRICS annual summit, which was held in year 2020, was held again in the country of Russia, whereas the 13th BRICS summit is scheduled to take place in India. So the 13th summit will take place in India, but the date of this 13th summit is not out yet. And also, as we are talking about the BRICS grouping, we should know about a bank. The BRICS group has brought or has set up a bank called New Development Bank. This New Development Bank is headquartered at Shanghai, which is in China. Next we have an article where Mr. Stalin has taken the charge of the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. After taking the charge of Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, he has given many welfare schemes, and one of these important welfare schemes is providing 4,000 rupees a month as COVID relief to all those families that have a ration card. So in Tamil Nadu, nearly 2.07 crore people or crore families have ration card. So all these 2.07 crore families will be given 4,000 rupees a month as COVID relief. So this is a significant welfare program which is brought by the state of Tamil Nadu. And also Mr. Stalin has signed a welfare scheme which has provided free local bus services to women in Tamil Nadu. So these 2 important schemes are brought by the state of Tamil Nadu recently. Next we have an article where the German spy agency has categorized the group Pegida as an extremist group. So what we have to remember is, whenever you see the term Pegida, it means it is related to a German country, and this is criticized and this is categorized as a right-wing extremism group, and this group is mainly Islamophobic. Next we have an article dealing with the EIB assistance given to India. So what is this EIB? EIB stands for European Investment Bank. This bank is headquartered in the Luxembourg. What you need to know is that though this is a European investment bank, it also lends to other countries which are not in Europe. So this is the European Investment Bank, and it not only provides loans to countries of Europe, but also it provides loans to countries from other continents as well. And recently it has provided India nearly 2,50,000 euro dollars. So this is the euro currency of 2,50,000 which is provided as an emergency assistance by this European Investment Bank to the Indian government. Next we have an article where the China country has opened the Mount Everest's northern side for tourism purposes. So we'll see about the Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest peak. It is the highest peak on the earth above the sea level. Above sea level. So there are mountains within the sea and there are mountains above the sea level, and the Mount Everest is the highest mountain above the sea level, and its latest height is 8,848.86 meters. This is the newest height the Nepal government and the China government has counted or has calculated it. So earlier both the Nepal and the China government did not agree upon single value as the height, whereas for the first time ever in the year 2020 they have completely and they have collaborated for the calculation of this Mount Everest height, and they have settled on this particular value, and it is stated that nearly 0.86 meters is increased regarding the Mount Everest height. And also you should note that the Mountain Everest or the mountains of the Himalayas formed due to collision. They have formed due to collision of Indian plate with the Eurasian plate, and the Mount Everest is lying on the border of Nepal and China, and mountaineers can climb the Mount Everest from both the south side, that will be from Nepal, and also from the north side, that will be from China. And China has opened the north side so that people can climb this mountain from their territory. Next we have an article where Mr. Nadal and Ms. Osaka have taken the top honors. They have taken the Laureus Awards. So this article is a factual one, and you can write it down that the Laureus Awards are presented to or awarded to Mr. Rafael Nadal and Ms. Naomi Osaka this year. Next we have a sports related article where it is stated Mr. Arjun and Mr. Arvind has qualified for the Tokyo Olympics. In the image you can see Mr. Arjun Lal and Arvind Singh. They belong to the double sculls. It is a rowing event, and they have qualified for the Tokyo Olympics. So if you have a question asking these two people to be related to a particular field or a particular sport, you should remember that they belong to the rowing sport, that is the double sculls. Next we have an article where certain PSUs, that is the public sector undertakings, have stated that they will commit 100 crores for the development of Badrinath. Badrinath is a religious site of the religion of Hindus, and the PSUs of IOC, ONGC, BPCL along with HPCL have stated that they will commit this particular amount for the development of Badrinath Dham. Next we have an article dealing with the DGCA. The DGCA stands for Directorate General of Civil Aviation. this is a regulatory body dealing with the civil aviation. So, this is a regulatory body dealing with civil aviation, and the major functions of this body are ensuring that the private firms and the civil firms are flying and are taking necessary safety precautions and are following the safety guidelines that this DGCA provides. And also it will regulate all the flights that are coming to India, that are going from India, and that are traveling within the India. So it is mainly a regulatory body that will ensure the safety and security of the civil aviation firms in the country and also their flights. Next we have an article where it is stated Mr. Al Sharif Al Amandi, who is the Qatar finance minister, was arrested recently. So we'll see where Qatar is. Qatar, you can see in this image, is a West Asian country, and it is bordering the country of Saudi Arabia. The capital of Qatar is Doha. So Doha is the capital of Qatar, and it is a West Asian country. And with this we have covered the relevant news articles from both the newspapers. And we come to the end of this session. Inform about ADOT's initiative to your other aspirant friends and show us your support by liking and subscribing our videos. Thank you.
Add-on Solutions. Add-on Desires.